Tuesday night. What's up? Are we live? Once you jump on here, let us know. Can you hear me? Do you see me? We've had people say they hear but have no audio, no video. So, do you hear us? Do you see us? Are we here? Black, red, medium closed bags. Coyote tool aprons. We have some other color options also for you. If you're not into the coyote, you got Arab, OD black, butt packs, micro rigs, all kinds of stuff. If you see something as I walk past, just shout it out there. Keep in mind that when you send your, when you type out your message, sometimes we don't see it till later for some reason. That's all on YouTube. Phil, John, Tim, Landfill, what's up? Joseph Frazier, Billy Magnum, Rural, what's going on? Chase Peoples, Radio Made Easy, Landfill, Kilo Bravo 6, what's up, man? Danny Cole, Tim, what's up, buddy? Evan is way more famous than I am. Amy, what's up? Isaac, how are you? What's going on? Coyote med trays, so as you pull out med trays, they'll fit any place 2 mags or 3 mags, M4 mags fit. If you put it where 2 go, you have to put smaller, skinnier medical equipment. 12 gauge pull-out pouches. These have an internal and then one on the face. This rips down. You know how those work. Radio pouches, small radio pouches. Bifold tool carriers. CQB subloads. Where did those radio triple kits go? Evan's kits.
They're sitting up.
They are up here? Evan, here's all your coyote kits.
I asked Jake about it, and he's like, I don't know. And I said, well, as far as I know, they're only sold through Evans.
Yeah, they're going to Evan. There's another set too. These, I don't know what these are. These are Woodland large tool bags. These are all large tool bags. More tool bags over here. FUPAs right there, all kinds of FUPAs, medical backpacks right there, and all of this stuff. I think I'm gonna need to grab a radio. Yeah, you totally should, Tim. You should totally do that because he's gonna program it to all the, you know, frequencies for your area there. Are those Evan X Wrangler Star or are they you? Well, these are going to Evan. These are, you're going to buy these through Evan. Jolly old London. What's up, Green Diesel? How are you? Got 2 boxes today, David. What'd you get? Mark Termel, what's up? Easy K, how are you? Benjamin Brewer. You get the Yaesu right on. Yeah, it's only a few $100, right? You could make a couple bags and put them up and just be like, surprise drop, motherfucker. These cost more because I want a Yaesu. The video of buying the new grapple, right on. Yep, I took it off today and came out here and fixed the parking lot and a little bit of drainage out here. Got all my Omni wall, 4 boxes of Omni wall right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I just reworked all of this gravel all the way down to the end, all the way to the dumpster, and then I trenched out right here about 8 inches, pulled the debris that had settled, because we get a little bit of rain off the roof here. Most is in the gutters, and then the rain comes this way. There's a hump about 1/3 way out there, so 2/3 go that way and 1/3 comes this way. So it'll catch this gravel and then go down into the French drain, which runs the full length of the building. And that terminates, that falls down into the French drain, and then it is piped from there to the big pond in the back. Ronald Most, glad to see you didn't roll backwards. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I thought I was. Last I saw it was at 950K, well done. Oh, Evans, yeah. Evans really hitting that. We're going to have to pay him, shut his company down, and come run my social. Any snow? No snow. Nope. A little bit of rain last weekend. This weekend, this last couple days. Travis, what up? Watched your near-death experience in the skid steer. Not a big deal, man. Tim Galloway, what's that, like 1.5 bags? Make you a red, white, blue bag. It's $450. I want to buy a radio. You'll be amazed, man. You'll be amazed. It'll sell. Josh Winnie, what up? How are you? Josh Kalea in Fishtown lived up to the hype. Crab curry blew us away. That's cool. I don't know. Oh, you're talking to Josh Winnie. Yeah, Josh is always gonna. He's never gonna tell you that food's good someplace that it's not. Today was a really good day. Got a lead on an inexpensive retail space and part-time shipping employee. Right on. Going on feed run. I will not be available, John. We're recording tomorrow all day. Evan, what's up? Amazing dude. Just got snow 4 hours ago, right on. G92.9. I only do awesome. And if I'm not doing awesome, I'm never gonna you're never gonna hear it. I'm fucking awesome. And if ever I'm not doing one of these videos, it's because I'm doing something way fucking more cool than this. Or I'm just tired. What do we want to talk about? Anything you guys want to see? Well, in full build videos, do you find some builds require more skill than... Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Such as grocery bags versus zippered knife pouch. Zippered knife pouch probably takes more. Putting a zipper on something is always more. You can put it on, but getting it clocked and lined up and to be equal on both sides. On the zippered knife pouch, that is. On something straight, like the zipper in a bag, no big deal. I mean, if you've watched all my builds, you see what's in there. If you can do one, you can do both. It's nice and cool out here. Man, these fucking dogs are on one tonight. I was out here shooting a short, and the dogs were going fucking nuts. I had to stop and wait for them to stop. Mike Brown, hey John, turn the hose on the valve block on your grapple toward the hydraulic connection on the skid loader. Also, be careful at full tip with the grapple. Your hoses are tight. Yeah, I know. I'm not clear what you're talking about turning them, but I definitely need like a bungee or something to kind of keep them in place. And it shouldn't be at full extension. I was just out there being an asshole. How often are they eating what they kill? They don't really eat what they kill. They eat a lot of stuff that I kill and give to them, but they don't well, I mean, what have they really caught out there? Possums. They've killed a raccoon. They've caught a possum. They do catch mice. They fucking eat mice like cats. They eat mice better than cats. Watch the movie Leave the World Behind, a look at our world 1 to 2 years. Yeah, Scott, it does seem that way, right? They always project their punch. Why do they do that? Because their religion, if they tell you about it, then they have no karmic debt to that, right? And most of them don't believe in any higher power. Therefore, they are the higher power, and they have no problem doing shit to you because they will never have to pay a price for it later. Started reading Going Home, and about halfway through, it's a lot of futtery. You reading the first book? There's 13 of them, 12 of them. Weld a ring onto the arm of the skid steer to hold the hose from getting pinched. Yeah, they want John to see what they caught. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that is what it is. She was sitting out there fucking on fucking like full display, man. She was sitting there like a statue, just perfectly posed there when I came. I'm like, and she didn't come down when I opened the gate or anything. She didn't make any noise. She was just standing right in that top chicken pen where all the pine trees are, just like a statue. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? How did she get in there? And I walked around the perimeter to see if she had dug under or something, and she's never jumped like that. So I don't know how she got in there. She had to jump the fence, and then right next to her is a dead possum, and she was just sitting there all fucking night long, just sitting there. Yeah, Mike and Barack Obama, Big Mike. Silver piece, in between the grabbers, the hose have 90-degree fittings on them. If you loosen and then them to the left. Got it, I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out. Do you know any good ways to keep ice out of a stock tank if you don't have power? Phil, I've not tried it. I saw people put super high concentration salt water in like a 2-liter bottle, and it bobs up and down. It moves all around. And a lot of people last year, like in Minnesota, I was watching some videos of some homesteads up super north there, and they said it works. Also, I don't know how your setup is. I have black Rubbermaid stock tanks, so as soon as the sun peeks out, it really starts warming that water up. Any sky watchers here? Tomorrow night is supposed to have a great meteor shower. Interesting. Is it a chain link fence or on the pin? No, Warlike, no, it's a cattle panel. It's a combo panel. And then it has, what's it got around it? Chicken wire, probably. Also, there's a bracket that should go on the end, bottom left side of the boom arm. The hoses should run through. I feel like that's not on mine, Mike. I got a SVL 75 Kubota. I could completely be retarded too and just not be aware of it. Got the new Going Home after you said it was out. Good read, right on. Did you really read it, John, or you just audiobooked it? Watched your video with a new attachment. We filmed that a couple weeks ago. That's actually probably 2 weeks ago. They're metal stock tanks for cows. Got it. Got it. Audiobook. I would walk out there right now, but I lose feed if I walk outside there. Anybody have a land plane for a skid steer? I think that's the next thing, land plane. I think I'm picking up a new treadmill tomorrow. We were over there yesterday. He had, well, last Wednesday we were over there, and he had, I think, there's hundreds of them, but we pulled out 6 to look at. Take a picture of the one I have at work, email it somewhere. Mike Brown, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Here, China just bought 24 tons of gold. Yeah, I heard a week or two ago, 22 tons. Did you hear China's attacking all of our infrastructure? The CCP infrastructure cyber army. Hey. Man, they must be on something. They're not running over here. Come here. I don't know. It's always cats. Nothing is in the inside perimeter ever. It's always cats. And if it was a human, it would be a completely different bark, and all the dogs would be going off. Down there over here. It's gonna be the little puppy. What? What? That's the puppy. Hey. That dog would be completely happy being a house pet. That dog is so fucking loving. I built one with an I-beam, great for leveling gravel. Yeah, that's what I want. I want the one that's got the adjustable rippers and then multiple beams. Yeah, they tried to mess with Texas power grid. They went after all kinds of water treatment plants, all kinds of shit, man. It's been going on for over a week. The question is, why would they tell us, right? Why tell us that this is happening? Of course, and 2 weeks ago is Iran, and now it's China. That's the come here attitude. Yeah. That dog, man, she's super smart. Also, another good audiobook series, 299 Days. I got that from you, John, when you were listening. Yeah, 299 Days. The last book is fucking horrible. The rest of them I enjoyed. I've listened to that series twice. That's Glenn Tate, used to post as Heavy D. Glenn Tate has a Prepping 2.0 as his podcast. 731 Zach, panic. That's it exactly. Right. They want us to panic. Further division, right? Don't go and produce at work. Don't go home and sleep through the night. Don't work your side hobby. Don't provide for your family. We need you in a state of fight or flight. We need that adrenaline pumping. We need you constantly second guessing and questioning. Don't build wealth. Instead, spend every little bit of money when you get a little bit, and don't ever amass it. Always rely on us. Take only the drugs prescribed by your lawyer or your judge, you know? Don't heal yourself. Panic. You're absolutely right, Zach. China has over 1 billion people. They will be able to pull it off. Best audiobook I ever listened to was written by Pablo Escobar's brother. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Fresno, California. Nice 8-foot or so steel I-beam. I run the same Kubota. It should be there unless it was removed. So I bought it brand new. I'm sure it wasn't removed. I will definitely check it out. I will look for it. How long until you can't homeschool? It's a good question, because you had some 8 million kids that did not show up for government juvenile detention facility school. Tell me what you think. I was at my Tractor Supply about 3 hours ago. They have a 62 gun safe in there for $1,200, but it's a Liberty. Would you get it with the crap they did? What you're not aware of is they all have that. It's the and it's just the mechanism. You can take the mechanism in there and change it out with another mechanism from another company, but what you also need to know, did they give the FBI that code? Yes, it seems they did. You can cut right through the back of those gun safes. That gun safe is to deter Cletus and Billy Bob when they kick in your door while they know you're not home because you posted on Facebook pictures 2 hours ago while you were, in another state. It keeps somebody you know typically from breaking in and stealing your shit. That's really what you need to know that. You rely on that safe being up against a wall and being very heavy. You can also bolt them to the concrete, but really those safes are to keep lazy people out. That's what they're for. And I'm not telling you don't get one. I have 6 of them. I have 6 of them. And we have cannons, But you can get into them with a Halligan tool. You can get on them with a Broco torch. You can get on them with certain cutting wheels. Good safes cost a lot more. And the reason being they have dissimilar metals and different pieces of metals so that when you cut through and start cutting the first piece, the piece behind it dissipates the heat. And then there's different locking mechanisms also. Look at your safes also when they're open at the door. When those bolts cam out, do they cam just to the frame or do they cam on the hinge side and also up and down? That's something to be aware of. If you just start looking at gun safe videos, you will get quite the education within a few hours on YouTube. I would tell you buy it. If you're asking about it, then it's clearly in your head. It's great to keep people that out of your shit. It's good to secure things while you're not far out of town. But more important, just as important as that safe is, just operational security. Don't go telling a bunch of people you're going to be out of town. Don't take pictures while you're out of town. But John, you do that. I have people that are on the property almost 24 hours a day. We've got multiple security systems, dogs, all kinds of shit. Could you get in here? Absolutely, you could. You sure could. Anyone can get into a cheaper safe with an angle grinder and 5 minutes. You are correct, John. There are to keep smash and grabbers. Yep. Supplementing niacin. Most commercial safes are just a slowdown. That's right. And law enforcement's going to open that motherfucker. They're going to open your iPhone. They're going to open your Android. They're going to open your shit up. They're going to. Don't fall for we're just going to get a warrant and open it anyways. Let them do it. Do not give them permission. That's what your attorney... Go talk to an attorney before you need an attorney. That's what he's going to tell you. Yeah, best safe's the one they can't find. You can still have companies come in and core safes that go in the ground. I just got a Champion safe from Sportsman Store in Dixon. Pretty decent, right on. I like that store. I've bought several bows and a lot of archery shit there. What do you think of supplementing niacin? It's making me very itchy, but I actually like the feeling. I like a pre-workout with niacin in there. And if you take enough niacin, it actually does have some positive effects other than just the itchiness. And you can buy a tub of just niacin. Tell me this, guys. How come I can't just buy a tub of plain caffeine? Why do I have to take a pre-workout with all the other stuff? Why can't I just take 2 or 3 ingredients that I want? How come I cannot get a tub of just caffeine anymore? Most safes are 14 gauge steel, but safes are only 1 layer of security. Decentralized gun storage is the way. Have a compound. And you need to, who is your threat, right? Who is your threat? Nobody's ever broke into my shit ever other than law enforcement. Yeah, you can buy caffeine capsules. How come I can't buy a tub with a little scoop of powder? Yeah, getting on the property. Can you get back off the property? Yeah. Can you get off and on the property without a record of it? Can I list every supplement you take off my head? I take a lot of injectables, guys. I take a lot. What do you want? What do you have access to, right? You're in Russia, right? You can buy anything, right? I'm pretty sure in Russia you can get any of the anabolic stuff you want. Can you make some caffeinated infused oils? Working on new content for a new channel. Just wanted to stop in. Zach, that's awesome, man. Hey, check out Radio Made Easy and duplicate what he's been doing, kind of. His stuff's going very viral. He's got, 50,000 views in a single day on some of his shorts. Watch what he's doing and watch our friend Overton Windex, and try to emulate what they're doing. And I would suspect if you reach out to them, they would probably talk to you for a few minutes and give you some pointers or tips if you needed them. Chinese growth hormone. Why take what is that, Blue Top? Why take that when you can get US growth hormone? And for guys that, and there is some negative side effects possible with growth hormone, right? If you're predisposed for cancers and stuff. But when you start talking about sumarelin and ipamorelin, that creates your body to create more of your own growth hormone, right? So you don't see the cancerous effects that you do by adding actual growth hormone. Fires are the main reason I got a safe. There you go. And guys, also, what's your safe rated for? Is it 30 minutes? Looks like you can buy caffeine powder according to Google. 0.5 gallon bucket, 25 half gallon bucket, $2,500. Wow. Wow. So how much for like a pint jar? Woman, see if you can find the half gallon bucket of caffeine. I thought Brandel showed it to me a couple weeks ago, and this guy just looked it up.
Brandel has one from years ago.
Got it.
And that guy.
Sorry, that's a 5 gallon bucket. Jason is.
Where?
Where's that at, buddy? Wildfire pre-workout by SoCal Sups is so good. Check that out. Wildfire Sup. That's not for the caffeine, but I want to see. Get them. Send me a link to them also, please, Amanda. You better seem more happy about this.
I'm in the middle of something.
You better be in the middle of finding my 5 gallon bucket of caffeine.
Wildfire stuff?
Yeah, that's just this other guy said. Fort Knox safes, Lab Alley. You must buy Do you own Wildfire Big Uso? Uso. What is Uso? Is that a bear? Lab Alley. It's going to be like Muscle Bear or something. They're going to carve out the inside of a book and send it to you. Yeah, Warlike says Lab Alley is the first one that populated on a Google search also. Hardway Homestead, Alaska. What's up? How are you? Sulfuric acid. Hydrochloric acid.
Hexane.
Hydrogen peroxide. What percent?
Food grade or lab grade or electronic grade.
Wow.
Isopropyl alcohol, organic ethanol.
Okay, how about caffeine? Random question and maybe dumb question. John, I love just got into working with leather. Have you ever dabbled in SOE products? Yeah, I have. Yeah, sure. I have a lot of, I have many leather hides. Yeah, I have a lot of leather hides.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You could buy a 50-pound jug
Of what?
of caffeine powder.
50-pound jug.
Yeah, for $2,500.
Okay. What can I buy for $250?
For $275, you could get a kilogram.
Fucking awesome. That's perfect. Send
That's
me a
only
link.
2.2 pounds.
I'm well aware, but it's pure caffeine. We're gonna use a little tiny. Well, fuck it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna use. What's that big thing that I like to make? What size is that I like to use for the measuring spoon for pancakes?
I don't know.
Half cup.
I have no idea.
That's how we're gonna mix it. Wildfire pre-workout is all you need. I'll check it out. Mark Sutcliffe says he gets his from Lab Alley. Kenny Powers, I'm not trying to be the best at exercising. That's right. That's right. Jaeger and I watched that in the team room. He raved about it. He's like, you got to watch this. Sit down and watch this. That's where I saw my first Kenny Powers, was with Jaeger. 50 pounds for about 3,000 shipped and taxed. Right on. Right on, right on.
Lab chemicals. What do we have here?
I like lab chemicals.
Metals, oils, organic compounds, salts, surfactants.
Well, everything's a salt. Like, everything fucking turns into a salt. That's just a process of refining it.
Or sodium gluconate.
Sodium gluconate.
pH buffer solution. I mean, look at all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah, they have right. They probably have a whole kit. You just buy a whole meth lab.
I don't know about that. Look at all kinds of stuff. Personal care cosmetics. Well, you really got glycolic acid. That's
Well, I just thought when I heard hydrogen peroxide, we can make a rocket pack. I don't know. You hear quinine. Hydroquinine might not be the same thing as the quinine you're thinking of. Like, you change that compound just slightly and it can kill you. Not that particular.
It is used topically for depigmentation or skin lightening.
Yeah. If you eat Anthem jerky hot flavor before workout, you won't even have to fire. Have you tried crack pre-workout from the dark web? Is that a real thing? Like, are you asking if I've tried crack, or is there actually a pre-workout called crack? I used to just use ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin, and because Excedrin had more caffeine in it, I would use Excedrin instead of aspirin. And I'd use it with warm water so that it seemed like it hit harder, faster. What's your protein timing? Are you taking 30 grams of protein, 30, 30, 30? Are you doing Huberman's thing, like 30 grams of protein, 30 minutes before workout? And then for your post protein, right? It's not going to do shit if you don't take some simple carbs with it, right? So chocolate or gummy bears or something. It's called crack. The company is called Dark Labs. Oh, I have not. I'll check it out. I used to ECA stack back when I could still order ephedrine from Canada. So you can still buy them. I had this conversation with a dude in Canada, and we were having this exact same conversation, and he said he can still walk into GNC in Canada and buy ephedrine. You're only allowed to buy like 1 bottle per month or something. He named something else too that he could get that I wasn't familiar with. He wasn't offering it to me. He was just saying they can still get it. But I mean, they get Decadurabolin up there too, but you can't get it on a prescription here in the States. Great podcast with Nicole. Well, thanks for being there, man. Vigilant gummies hit different, don't they? Anyone on that from Black Forest? So tell me about them. I know Black Forest. but I'm not familiar with their gummies. Found 44 pounds of caffeine online if you trust the Shandong pharmaceutical company. Well, most of those companies are in the States. They're coming out of California or Florida. I mean, all the labs, I mean, that shit's all the point of origin's not here. I think the issue now is they are not allowed to ship it cross-border. Correct. And a lot of that stuff will be sold at, under research chemicals. Write this one down. Crack pre-workout from Dark Labs.
Primal edition.
So you're saying I need to start my own research company? No, you can buy the chemicals, like most of the peptides and stuff. They are sold as research chemicals. What you do with them past that, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Correct.
Yes, I'm very.
But it's the next thing they're going to ban, just like pro-hormones and SARMs and all that. They're going to go after those. If it works, that's all you need to know. If the FDA wants to ban it, you would be safe to assume that it has the benefit that you're looking for. You guys seen these? This pulls down. This, when there's rounds in it, when it's weighted, it falls right into place. And these ones, you just use mouse clips and attach them. Dean, hey man, thank you so much for the book, man. Thanks for the package, I appreciate it. Our Diet Pepsi is the best pre-workout. I'm pretty sure Jeff has put pre-workout in Diet Pepsi. Are these herbs over here for me, or did you just forget them over here?
No, I put those over there for you.
What am I supposed to do with it?
It's your Rubio's tea.
What's it for?
Drinking?
Why do I want this?
You have a whole jar of it. I just bought some that was.
Oh, this is the South African tea.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Is it in tea bags?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay. Thank you.
It says in tea bags.
But I like a South African to bring me my South African tea.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not a South African.
But I have one.
Well, yes.
I have a guy.
But eventually you're going to run out of his tea bags, so.
No, he'll bring me more.
I brought
Told you, a young doctor told me 350 is normal male testosterone. I was floored. Does he have a vagina? I'll bet he gets lots of yeast infections.
normal for a 2-year-old.
Jack 3D's back on the... Yeah, Jack 3D's always been on the market, but is it the same? When they started talking about banning it, I bought a ton of it. Just dug around the Lab Alley site. A lot of interesting chemicals. Yeah, it sounds like it. Surge. Take Surge. Okay. C4 used to be good. Concrete. There was a ton of... Now all that shit, you can buy every one of those at Walmart now. It was a female doctor. I told you a young doctor told me 350 is normal. I'll bet you that bitch's fucking testosterone's over 350. Wildfire pre-workout is all you need. I'll check it out. I'll order some tonight. I just got 4 things a megawatt Friday. But I use pre-workout like normal people use like Mio. All right, anything you guys want to see before I jump off of here? Anything we need to discuss? Gas generator or solar battery generator? I think you should always have a gas. I'm not saying don't have a solar generator, which is just code word for fancy battery. I've got it right here, right? I also own, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 generators. I have Honda EU 1000s, a couple of them. I have EU 2000s. I have a EU 7500 or 7000. I was looking at a 12 kilowatt. That's actually 14 kilowatt on surge, but it's running at rated at 12. Harbor Freight has a new Whisper Light type deal out. It's 14 kilowatts, and it's got all kinds of stuff with it. And it's a fuel injected, so no carburetor in that thing. I want to see Justin Howe. Justin Howe. He said HOWE. Leather products. Well, maybe you're talking about 2 different things. Who's Justin Howell?
The guy who called and cussed me out on the phone.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Howell.
Crackheads in Fresno sell gas generators for cheap. Most useless flashlight ever. You turn it on. And then if you push it all the way, it fucking strobes. There should be a separate button or something for that. Bushnell flashlights are your favorite? I have a Bushnell flashlight actually I bought from Sam's Club. It's got a USB recharger on it. How does the fuel injection hold up to ethanol? Well, that's what they were saying. That's what they were touting, that you don't have to worry about ethanol because it is fuel injected. When I spoke to my friends like Pierre and a few other people about running non-ethanol in my vehicles, they said your vehicles actually run better on the ethanol fuel. So I would flesh that out a little more. As far as storage, your fuel's not going to store well. Got 3 same Bushnell from Sam. Yeah, they're good. Martinson family, have a good night. Olight M20 flashlight isn't bad. Is that what I have here? Oh no, this is this thing. I saw a video today of a guy riding an electric bicycle, started billowing smoke, thing caught on fire within like 30 seconds, had fucking burnt to the ground. Is a leather plate carrier the dumbest idea? No, I've seen one. I saw a guy do one. It's neat, man. It's neat. I wouldn't want to use it, but I mean, it's fucking neat. It'll garner some attention. Loco, what up? If you guys are on our Patreon, jump on there and ask some questions. We'll make that video tomorrow, Scully and I. Install tri-fuel kit on your generator. More choices. Yeah, you can also buy generators that already have the dual fuel kits on them. Maybe the tri-fuel's in place. I hear that it's very simple to do.
Right.
I know what it is. I saw it.
I just got all the papers.
Some of those e-bikes can move. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, Jeff's got a Super 73. He got it from Brandel. It's nice. It'll fucking slide right out from under you on this gravel here.
Which we saw.
Would Tennessee be a hard place to live in the beginning for a California kid? Wasn't for us. We came here and fucking loved it. Now, we had friends and shit here, but I mean, I didn't even leave other than from the house and to the shop. I spent 6 weeks and never even left the town, and we're in the middle of nowhere. Tennessee, especially Nashville, is very much like California with less of the bullshit. Peck, what's up, buddy? I still like carbonated stuff. At least I can work. Oh, carbureted stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at an old like 1950s truck. I've looked at. I haven't gone and looked at them. I have looked at several of them listed for sale. Scion electric bikes. Yep, I've seen those. Saran. I've seen a lot of Sarans also. If you get scared of freedom, it might be a problem. Don't worry. There'll be a bunch of people from California here wanting to change your laws, and they will. They'll creep them one by one. Because when we come here and experience freedom, we don't worry about the silly shit they're trying to implement and change, a little bit every year until it has crept up on you, because we're so busy loving being here, right? So we don't go to the town council meetings, and we don't go to the school board meetings, and we don't get involved in local politics, because no matter how bad it is here, it's 1,000 times better than where we came from. But if we spent 20 years being involved and getting our friends and, local people involved, then that shit never would have happened. They wouldn't have been able to make it even a little bit more like California. But people in small towns, we just kind of stay to ourselves, and we stay to our closer friends, and we don't worry about what local politicians are doing. You have family here. In California, I do too. They must not be great family if they won't fucking follow you. I left California, and people are like, when are you going to come see me? I'm never coming to see you. You know how many came and saw me? None of them. It's way better for me here. There's a lot of dudes who have moved here to come work here that have left other big, huge cities. Make sure you know how to ride. My sister-in-law crashed hard downhill on an e-bike. Fuck yeah. Big bill in Congress to ban 3D printing of firearms. I think that cat's already out of the bag. John, I need an adult sewing on a Juki 8700, and I keep getting a straight line on the bottom stitch with the top thread showing through. Top thread is almost all the way tight. Then you need to add, if your top thread is all the way tight, you have too much tension. Hold on, let me reread that. Sewing on a Juki 8700, I keep getting a straight line on the bottom, and you've got it all the way tight. You need to apply tension to the bottom. Loosen the tension up on the top, apply more tension to the bottom, and then start over. Or you've got your thread, try a different bobbin. Maybe your bobbin carrier's bent and it's hanging in a spot. Buy the 1950 trucks already restored and save yourself. Fuck yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Just don't modify scions like all the YouTubers are. It's what gives them issues. How are they going to know you 3D printing things? Yeah, I mean, that cat's out of the bag. You can buy a fucking 3D printer at Walmart. Home Depot, Lowe's has 3D printers, or did. They had those Dremel 3D printers. Of course they want to ban it, because then they can penalize you when they find you with it. They can tax you or put you in jail for one more thing, right? The whole jail system, it's just fucking slave labor. Would you be surprised to find out that the judges and the magistrates get a kickback? Would you be surprised that they get a bonus for everybody they incarcerate? Do you know a lot of them get a bonus based on the amount of child support? The more child support, it's a sliding scale like insurance, like prescribing drugs. Would you be surprised to hear that? What's a good 3D printer to get? I don't know. Do I have a? No, Cody has some 3D printers. I don't have one. Josh on here has a 3D printer. Our friend Drac has a lot of 3D printers. SOE and chill. Going after the file sharing aspect of 3D. Like LimeWire. What's my favorite sewing machine? The one I use for a year until I switch it. I don't care, man. I've got 52 machines. Ask me the real question. What machine should you buy? I'm thinking Governor Willis has a nice ring to it. Juki 8700. I don't know what that is. What did that say? I'm 21, want to leave this shitty state. The longer you wait, when you finally do it, you're going to go, why did I wait so long? I'm telling you, man, at 21, even if you had to start all over, there's something to be said when you lose everything and start all over. You are no longer encumbered. Like, we spend a lot of money moving shit and boxing shit and storing shit. I have stuff that I moved here 20 years ago. I have a whole building full of stuff I moved here with. I've never unpacked it. I've hauled it from 3 different houses. I've never unpacked it. At 21, you have your whole life ahead of you. Don't wait till you're 31. I remember in LimeWire, wait 2 days to download. Yep, the judge's pension system was linked to child support payments. Yep. And lawyers will tell you, no, that's not true. Kaza, yeah, I had Kaza and LimeWire. That's going to depend on what size you intend to print, what product you want to print, and how fast you want it printed. Yeah, throw out some 3D printer names. What are some 3D printer brands? Ender. I think Ender. I think he has a bunch of Enders, maybe. He's got a bunch of resin printers. 21, think about military. I would not go in the fucking military. I would not want my kids going in the military. Fuck no. We're going to send our kids all around the fucking world to fight wars. Like, I don't know anything about Frank there, but I would suspect that Frank doesn't have kids. Like, it's easy to say send your kids to the military. I would urge them not to go into the military. Real game changer will be food grade 3D prints. Never buy cups again. Are there job opportunities in Tennessee? I only have a couple $100 in savings. I'm too fat to join the military. You only have a couple hundred. I don't know, man. If you're asking me that, you're probably not going to make it in Tennessee. You know whether you can hustle. You have a couple $100. Could you turn it into 500 by the end of the week? Well, I don't know how I'd do that. How about if somebody's going to murder you? You have till the end of the week to take your 200 and turn it into 500. Your life depends on it. Could you do it? If the answer is, well, yeah, if you're going to kill me, then I could do it. Well, then you're just fucking lazy, so you're probably not going to make it. And if you're worried about losing your life, if you don't convert your 200 into 300, at least you fucking died trying if you fall short. Yeah, invest in military stocks. The war machine. Ender is the most popular and comes in a multitude of table sizes. Defines printable space usable for most filament with tinkering slower than higher end ones. Okay. I don't know. Drax got over 200 machines right now. Yeah, an enclosed printer right from the start, you have way more options. Heard stories of guys having to pay child support to kids that wasn't theirs even after DNA. Yep. There are dudes who married women, did not adopt the child, married women, later divorced them and still had to pay child support on her kids. I do have a son. I'm not urging him or nobody to join for everyone. Right on, right on. 20 years in the Navy, will not let my kids go in. Yep, I know a lot of people saying the same thing. I want to make 50,000 off of government sanctioned buybacks. And big USO, buddy. If you're too fat, start working on that, man. No matter what you do, whether you stay there or you move, if you get your life, if you get your body in shape, everything gets better for you. Every problem you have becomes smaller and less unsurmountable, and everything in your life gets fucking better. I swear this iPad puts out something that cat can see. There's a moth on the ground that he's kind of playing with, but he's super distracted when I point the iPad at him. It's on the bottom of your foot, dummy. Check under your paw. You're standing on it. All right, 83 people on here. Comments seem to have ceased. I'm about to jump off of here, guys. And listen, guys. I assume that you are with your parents or live near your parents, right? So maybe you don't have to pay rent right now. All of the rent has gone up. Everything's gone up, right? Everything costs more. All your insurance has gone up. All of materials cost to maintain things. So landlords, what's happening right now is people who were going to buy houses, your average mortgage in the United States is $3,500 on I think I heard like a 1,400 square foot house. The average mortgage is $3,500 right now with the way the interest rates are. So $3,500, people aren't buying homes. They are renting homes. And what's happening is landlords now have a higher caliber, higher income tenant available to them. And there are no rentals out there. So people are raising the cost on rent to push lower price renters out and then take on new renters. So the market is a little wild right now. So be aware of that also. Everything costs more right now. Even though things are way less expensive in Tennessee than California, and we don't have income tax here, but everything is elevated in price right now. Got shipping today, right on. Living in your van's fucking great, dude. If you actually have a van and you can live in your van, that's fucking perfect. Make friends with somebody that lets you park your van on their property. You're set. Only thing keeping marriages together in 24 will be rent. Maybe. No way it's 3,500? You think it's more than 3,500? I think I'm getting a Bamboo Labs XP1. It's fast and multicolor. Nice. What are you doing, Spaz? I don't even know what that is. He's eating a piece of straw or something. Yeah, live with your parents. Gotcha. Walking 1 mile a day, I believe James Yeager said, is the best way to start and avoid drive-thrus. I'm about to go for a walk. I have 1 foot, and I can, and you can too. Yeah, anybody can do it. It's doable. Mine's 2,000, 3,000 square feet. That's awesome. I'm telling you. Watch Valuetainment. You know who Bet David is? If you know who Bet David is, I challenge you to find anything he has ever published that is incorrect. Listen to Valuetainment from this. You should all listen to Valuetainment from this morning anyways. He hits 5 or 6 topics, one of them being the cost of mortgages right now. He has all the statistics. And then he also talked about several other things, the cyber attacks that are going on, talked about the Mike and Barack Obama movie. You know, they produced it, put some of their own money into it. But it's worth listening to. You guys should all listen to that show. If you live with your parents, you should have way more than $200. Well, we know how that goes, Josh. You've seen me. You've seen me buy all kinds of stupid shit I shouldn't have bought. Laid off, spent my savings on 71 CJ. You have a 71 CJ7? I was born in 1971. Can you make any money with your CJ7? Is it cool? Start social media. Start talking about your CJ7. Tell us why you bought a 71 over a 75 or 85 or a 95 or a 2005. Start a page for the CJ. Start making videos about why your Jeep is better than Toyota 4Runners. And I'm glad you're fat. I'm glad you're fat. I've never heard somebody say they're too fat to go in the military. But I'm glad you're fat because now it's easy for you to fucking change your body. Start that social media also. Start that adventure, document it, show it every day. Believe me, when you miss a day, there will be plenty of people to call you out for missing the day. When you're posting and you're making all your goals and you're showing and documenting every day, you'll only have a few people that seem like they're there to support you. Everybody's looking for you to fail. They're not looking for you to win. So use that for your accountability. Thinking about sticking generators in my bus and charging Tesla. There's a company doing that exact same that right now. There's a flatbed truck running around with a big ass Kohler generator on the back and pull over roadside and charge fucking Teslas. Big Fernie _fit. Is that you? Is that your page? It's probably a class card to him. That's your IG, Big Fernie. Let's see what you got going on here. I'll check it out. It better be fucking cool if I'm looking at it. Big Fernie. Are you Samoan? I'm not there yet. I know you said Hawaiian. BIG, what the fuck to get big? Fernie. Why am I typing this wrong? Big Fernie 12, Big Fernie underscore fit. Trying to do this with one hand. The lion. Alright, so you're a big kid. You look like my fucking stepson. You look like Cody's brother. Alright, so you're doing it. Fuck, there you go. Do more of this. Right here. Do more of this. Good. And you're on fucking Wes Watson's program. Are you in his program? Fuck, man. You're on it. Local millionaire is selling his mansion that he built on the local airport proper next to the runway. He devised a way to harvest methane from landfills. Yeah, and they're capping those fires. They're turning generators with the methane and Bitcoin mining on them now. This program's too expensive. Have you talked to, if you fucking type out and fucking put your information, he calls you, right? He calls you. He calls you himself. You'll talk to him for 20 minutes before you even join. Is the couch still available? You're looking for a Chevy Cheyenne 4x4. Know anybody wanting to sell one? I can't even identify one. But I'm glad you know what you want. That's fucking good. Yeah, what job skills do you have? What do you do for work? Follow his daily habits. So it's not what you do, it's more important all the things you do not do. I've not met Wes. He spoke at some of my friends' events. Yet, I should say yet. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. Big Uso, I don't know if you've been on here before or not. I do a live every night at 9 o'clock here. There's over 4,000 videos on YouTube here that we've put up. We record 2 separate podcasts also. Stick around, bro. If you send an email through my website, it comes to me. If you put a question or something in on our YouTube and somebody answers it, that's almost always me. If you communicate on Instagram, that's always me that communicates on Instagram. Build fences with my dad, paint and fix shit. I've been watching your show for a few days. How'd you find us? How'd you get here? Seems to be a delay here. Typed in tactical shorts and saw your Katanica video. Good dudes, man. The Katanica guy's fucking Leonard. Awesome dude. That's the CEO of the company. All I wear is Katanica shorts and Cole pants. I'm wearing Cole's right now. I've got a bunch of Katanica pants also, but 90% of the year probably I'm wearing Katanicas. Send me, find me, you're on Instagram. Find me on Instagram, send me a DM. I'll see you guys tomorrow.